It's your boy Oxide Wes here. Hoping you're doing well today. I want to try and distill my 30 years of knowledge into a few short minutes, perhaps, to kind of explore everything as it intersects within existence. There's so much weird information out there. We see things like look maxing right now. We see the red pill, the black pill, the blue pill. People really trying to give some sort of scaffolding for young people to kind of build a future foundation upon. I think the biggest thing is to actually be patient with yourself. All of these people trying to sell you the get rich quick scaffolding are knowledgeable. Yes, they have a set of tools that are going to maybe get you to a certain point. But to be honest, the best advice is something you cultivate within, in terms of looking in the mirror, asking the question, what do I lack? And you could go as brutal as you want into that, perhaps, because maybe that's where your mind goes. But don't relish the emotion of that process. Don't feed the cycle of, oh, I feel so sad about myself. I feel so bad about myself. Engage with it, yes. Write down that information, put it on sticky notes. I'm going through something called the D school process right now, in the last few months or so. And so writing an idea per sticky note and putting it up on a surface has been life altering. I wouldn't say life changing all the way, but life altering to a point of mental clarity in terms of actually witnessing information in front of me that's within me, presented back to me, and not in a clouded manner, in more of a precise, pinpointy sort of way. Um, all that to circle back to this idea of really assessing where you lack. What are some of the interesting forms of feedback you receive from everyone around you? I know for a fact that when it comes to engaging with the full breadth of my abilities, I have honed my craft to a point where I'm able to sharpen a piece of media to 80%. And 80% is good because I believe in shipping stuff, like getting stuff out there and not holding on to things. I've also witnessed a bit of hypocrisy in that statement because I also hold on to some really good gems that have maybe like come in less time. And I'm like, wow, this should be kept. There's a few things that I've let go out there that didn't take long to make, but were like really brilliant. There's songs like Never Come a Love. There's songs like Best Thing. These are like really close to, I think, what I would perceive as siphoning the information of the universe and putting it through a flow state and then having it be pressed into reality. Outside of that, though, there's also a few bangers that are kind of recognized by other people, like Good God. That also perhaps didn't take long to bring together in the form of like actually putting everything in one space, but mixing it and crafting it and making sure it's kind of leveled possibly maybe took a bit longer. I don't have direct memory now of how that whole thing came together. It was all quite a blur in university, but it definitely came together in very little time. And I kind of sat on it a bit and then I released it, I think, quite quickly. Um, that and No Oliver took pretty quickly. In fact, I had a previous version of No Oliver that's still up on SoundCloud that is different to the one that's on streaming because I did a bit of mix on the bass. Yeah, creativity is such an interesting thing. To circle back to 30 years of information of how to make it in this life without, you know, harming yourself or harming other people too badly. I think the real trick is being able to access criticism that you have against yourself and be genuine about it. And maybe if you have no criticism for yourself and maybe you're delusional, maybe through parenting or just, something innate, maybe also engage with that and see how far it's gotten you. And don't be too prideful in the sense of, oh, it's gotten me far. Like, really assess, wait, was this of any use to me? Anyway, Oak seat for 6 minutes. You don't need all of that just now in one go. You can check me out again at some other point. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. And if you just woke up, good morning, bless.